Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Marshall Townsend doing Facebook Live again. I'm here at the Barrel House in Boise, Idaho. I just got done with our Toastmasters meeting, and I wanted to follow up on the message I put out about fly fishing and sales over the weekend, because I got some emails and I got some phone calls and stuff, and people saying, "Hey, Marshall, you're the leadership guy, right? You are the guy who's the experienced leadership coach, trainer. What are you doing talking about sales?" And I have to bite my tongue a little bit there. And I know John Maxwell, as I listen to him, he would say something at this point in time is, "Hi, I'm John, and I'm your friend." So for everybody out there, why am I, as a leader and a leader trainer, talking about sales? Well, I'm Marshall, and I'm your friend in this case. So let's take a look at that. First, we're not in a medieval society where we have classes, where you got the merchant class, you've got the peasant class, you've got the warrior class, and then the upper class, where, you know, the upper class and the warrior class never deal with sales, never touch money, etc. So we're not in that type of society. But here's one thing I know. Leadership is influence, and influence is leadership. So at the same time, sales is influence, and influence is sales. So work with me now. If anybody has a question on this, if that is true, then leadership and sales go hand in hand. And you got to realize that. So I had other people come to me and say, "Hey, well, Marshall, I've been a leader for 20, 30 years, and I've never sold anything." Well, if you've ever read the book, The 5 Levels of Leadership, that's another John Maxwell book. The first level of this, of leadership, is called positional leadership. That's where you've been put into a position. You don't necessarily have to be a leader, but you're in a leadership position. And what John says is that the position does not make the leader makes the position. So when it comes to sales, the thing you got to be doing all the time when you're a leader is you're selling your vision, you're selling your dreams, you're selling the direction your unit or your company is going. You got to be selling that not only to your clients and customers, but to your employees and to your organization. So you got to be selling. Now, if I'm finding a leader who's been in a leadership position and says, "I don't sell," then there's a good chance that they're not the leader of their company. That somebody else has got the dream. Somebody else is moving the company forward. It's not them. So they're just kind of a figurehead in there. And they've spent their life and career being a figurehead, moving up the chain. But never once taking the time to share with the people around them their dream, their vision, where they want to go. And you got to do that. You've got to sell that. Because many people believe that leadership just happens. It doesn't. It's a lot of work. And you've got to work with everybody in your organization and outside of your organization to make sure they're on the track that you want to be on. So when it comes to sales and leadership, I don't want to hear any more of that, "Well, leaders don't sell." No, leaders are selling all the time. But one last point. If you're going to be selling, have something good to sell. Don't be selling garbage. And the best thing I know that you have to sell is you. You're the item that needs to be sold. And if that's selling that to your subordinates, that's selling it to your customers, that's selling to the company down the street, selling yourself is key. So start now. Leadership and sales are hand in hand. All right. Now, the next time, I'm not done with this analyzing the fly fishing and sales. But I can't do that from the restaurant here. I got to go back out to the water and get that fly in the water again and do some more talks. Looks for those over the next couple days. I'm Marshall Townsend. I'm the president of MT2 Leadership, Marshall Townsend II, MT2 Leadership, and I'm an executive director with the John Maxwell team and a certified coach, teach, trainer. And if you want to learn more about the 5 levels of leadership, I will come to your organization and talk to you on that. So send me a note. Once again, thanks. Have a good evening.